Complicated one. That's complicated one. That's complicated. No. No. Let's finish that. I don't know, I'm getting a little bit nervous.
Hi guys, my name is Anna. I hope you know that, but if you don't, I have my Telegram channel, which is completely free, and we trade together right there on binary options. I have 12 signals a day in my Telegram channel, so just proceed, check it out, and let's go.
Hi guys, here's me, Anna. I'm gonna be trading today, just as you know, right on the Quotex platform. We're gonna be testing, we're gonna be learning, we're gonna be having anything but just taken from that videos. Don't forget that all the links to my accounts, the legal one, are below this video or just in my bio. That's important because lots of people just taking my pictures and trying to do something bad. Oh, this is it. This is this Titan, just as you know that we're gonna be using again, can't you believe that? 4 indicators. So I kind of like that. I'm a fan now of these 4 indicator strategies. By now it went all perfect. I don't know which video is gonna be the first or the last one, but anyway, in this control of this video with the 4 indicator based strategies, I've been actually expressed. And first one is going to be the envelopes, and it's a little bit right there. It's a little bit weird with this period on the chart, but we're going to be just fixing all of that. And parabolic star is going to be second one, located just right on chart. Momentum going to be third, and we're going to be using it as a line indicator. And the awesome oscillator going to be the fourth one. So you can see we actually closed, I don't know, we're supposed to be so satisfied with all these types of indicators because this is all types, almost all of the times that we can actually find on a platform or in trading itself. So currency pairs for the biggest payout because we started with the 700, and this huge percentage is gonna give us the nastiest results. Parabolic star and the envelopes look ugly and not perfectly readable, but we will try to handle that. Let's go. But look at that, especially at the parabolic star. It is like, I don't know, that is like the perfect hills. And I must say that right there, we need to expect that it's going to be an upward one because we have the low downward, and the next assumption is going to be, okay, we got to get a rise in. But awesome oscillator is still showing to us that we are kind of resistant. Now, I'm just thinking, because I've been looking at these awesome oscillator candles before, and you can see this is the longest, the biggest orange candle, and right after we have the green one. That's why this indicator with the candles is a little bit tricky, because at the moment where it is the longest, so this is the deepest fallen, we started to see some green candles. That's a little bit complicated. And because we cannot actually predict that. Momentum showing to us that we're still playing, but I don't know. Right there, maybe I had no specific signals that we're going to be rising, but many other cases, I would make this path for the upward one. But right there, no specific signals from the indicators. It is not typical pattern. It is just breaking the pattern that we had before. Complicated one. That's complicated one. That's complicated. No, parabolic star is bad one to have it from that distance. It is kind of ugly. Again, what's going to be the first thought? That we're going to get downward after. That it's going to be the huge, the longest, oh my God, enormously big hill. But if we're going to be thinking that simplified, we are done. I know sometimes these easy solutions can give us easy profits and sometimes even enormously big. But, and you can see the parabolics are now killing me because it's just like, we gotta get for the downward trend. No. I think just we are ending that. And I know all of the indicators are like we're getting downward, but you may see that this, let's say that, this big falling comes after the big rising. And right there, all this rising been kind of slow. That was truly slow. I do believe that's going to be the falling after, but at that exact moment, that is all stage or just the end of the trend. So it's too soon to get into that big downward trend. It is maybe just right now. Maybe this is just the beginning before all this rising. Yes, it is just right now. So if you are not so sure, if you don't have any big signals, please just wait a little bit. Wait. I don't know why. I promise that it's going to be the nicest trade and I make it the most difficult one. I know, but I don't know why. Okay, right there. I think we're going to get for the downward trend because we're going to be ending in a minute and I think that's going to be the downward one. But there is still the risk that we got for the downward trend right now and in a minute, it's still going to be the rising already. Complicated. So don't want to talk much because they want to make it more complex than it actually are. So let's see. That's what exactly I told you about. But maybe it's gonna be so generous. So we could be actually, oh yes. Just as I told you in the beginning, there's the huge risk that we may be that next trend. This is happening all the times when you're getting so many compliments, like this is the best strategy, this is going to be the best, this is going to be the easiest, you're going to be perfectly trading. And after you just, I don't know, maybe subconsciously find some difficult situation, chart is getting crazy, all indicators is getting crazy. But this one, I think, is the easy one. Momentum showing to us the tendency just started. Probabilities are still not there, but envelopes right now, after all these long trends with these candles, which is orange, showing to us that. Awesome oscillator also, but I think if you're going to be checking it's just like that, you can see that it was kind of the heel. Envelopes is not so perfectly showing that all these tendencies like that because this is just the channel kind of flat with the same size. That's bad. But all the candles try to be inside of this envelope. So if it's getting kind of far from the channel, we need to go back. And this is maybe the key, just how to read it easily. Let's finish that. I don't know, I'm getting a little bit nervous. I don't like it when I'm just like, it's gonna be nice. And then just feel like a fool. Okay, I think it's gonna be the continuation of this downward trend. Do I have any proofs? No. Probabilities are, thanks God, showed to me that we're getting downward. When we getting downward, are we getting downward? And momentum is like, girl. But there's lots of space for the bottom. Let's just pray for that. Let's see. It's promising. It is. It is getting not that bad. Now I can tell you without any hesitation, that was easy. That one actually was easy, but I was so already exhausted after all this weird bats that I was just like hesitating. This is it, and that's how we're done. What to say? Sometimes maybe this is the best strategy, maybe. And maybe the envelopes, it's not so perfect and you better just replace it with something like the Keltner channel or something like that. I'm going to give advices because I'm not sure it can help. Maybe that's the market, just as you know, but sometimes it's different and I bet you had a situation like that. The strategy is 100% working, giving you profits, but the market getting crazy. So maybe this day is just that day.